In this video, you will learn about Daniel's visions based on the book of Daniel in the Bible. What makes these visions interesting is the fact that some are still about to happen. The book of Daniel has 12 chapters and it describes the 6 visions: the vision of the statue, the vision of the tree, the vision of the 4 beasts, the vision of the ram and the goat, the vision of the 70 weeks, and the vision of the end times. I will only briefly discuss the first 5 visions since the final vision is a bit longer. The vision of the end times covers the last 3 chapters of the book of Daniel. The vision of the statue is about the statue that King Nebuchadnezzar saw in his dream. Daniel told the king his dream and explained its meaning. In that dream, the king saw a huge, shining statue of a man. The head of the statue was made of gold, his chest and arms were made of silver, his belly and thigh were made of brass or bronze, his legs were made of iron, and the feet and toes were a combination of iron and baked clay. The king also saw a rock that was cut from a mountain, but not by human hands. It struck the feet of iron and clay, smashing them to bits. The whole statue was crushed into small pieces of iron, clay, bronze, silver, and gold. Then the wind blew them away without a trace, like a chaff on a threshing floor. But the rock that knocked the statue down became a great mountain that covered the whole earth. According to many Bible scholars, the golden head is the Babylonian Empire. The silver arms and chest is the Medo-Persian Empire. The brass belly and thigh is the Greek Empire. The iron legs represent the Roman Empire, which eventually split into the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. The feet and toes of iron and clay represent the divided kingdoms period and the future 10 kings empire. Finally, the rock represents the kingdom of Jesus Christ. The divided kingdom period is the current period we are living in. Nebuchadnezzar had another dream, and Daniel again explained the meaning of the dream. The tree represents the king, who is great and strong, whose greatness has grown until it reaches the sky, and his dominion extends to distant parts of the earth. However, God, in his sovereignty, decreed that he will humble King Nebuchadnezzar for his sins and wickedness. At the same time, God said that he will restore King Nebuchadnezzar's kingdom once he acknowledges that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth and gives them to anyone he wishes. The vision of the tree shows that God is very much involved in the affairs of men. Daniel had a vision where he saw 4 great beasts. The first was like a lion, and it had the wings of an eagle. The second beast looked like a bear. It was raised up on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. The third beast looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings like those of a fowl. This beast had 4 heads. The fourth beast was terrifying, frightening, and very powerful. It had large iron teeth and had 10 horns. Many Bible scholars believe that the vision of the 4 beasts is related to the vision of the statue. The lion with eagle's wings is the Babylonian Empire and is equivalent to the golden head. The bear eating 3 ribs is the Medo-Persian Empire and is equivalent to the silver arms and chest. The 4-headed leopard with 4 wings of a fowl is the Greek Empire and is equivalent to the brass belly and thigh. Finally, the beast with 10 horns and iron teeth is the Roman Empire and the future 10 kings empire represented by the 10 horns. This beast is equivalent to the iron legs and the 10 toes of iron and clay. Daniel had another vision, which is referred to as the vision of the ram and the goat. In this vision, Daniel saw a ram and a goat. It is explicitly stated in the Bible that the two-horned ram represents the Medo-Persian Empire, while the goat represents the Greek Empire. Many Bible scholars agree that the two-horned ram is equivalent to the bear eating 3 ribs and the silver arms and chest, while the goat in this vision is equivalent to the 4-headed leopard with 4 wings of a fowl and the brass belly and thigh. Daniel's second to the last vision is known as the vision of the 70 weeks. In this vision, God revealed to Daniel the future events which will happen at the end of the 70 years captivity of the Israelites. A king's decree will be issued for the rebuilding of Jerusalem, and this signals the start of the 70 weeks or 490 years. It will take 7 weeks or 49 years to rebuild Jerusalem from the time a decree is issued. It will be followed by another 62 weeks or 434 years where the Anointed One will be cut off. Between the first 69 weeks and the 70th week, many Bible scholars refer to this period as the prophetic gap, and it includes the time we are living in. The 70th week, which is a 7-year period, is called the tribulation period and will most likely coincide with the 10 Kings Empire period. At the end of the 70 weeks will be the second coming of Jesus Christ. Daniel's final vision covers the last 3 chapters and is referred to as the vision of the end times. These are future events that will happen in the 70th week and during the 10 Kings Empire. Thank you!